Bro, my legs are so fried right now. Like, I'm walking around the store, like. Oh, man. I'll recap the race in a bit, but I just wanted to illustrate how bad this is right now. Like, if I try to. Hold on. If I try to walk, like. Yeah, like, that's like the most comfortable way I could walk right now. So, that is the end of our fall season. Um, yeah, I mean, good to close out the race with a PR. Definitely can't complain about that. I don't think I like made any major mistakes, which was good. That was like the one thing I was worried about, which was blowing up after 10K. And I didn't. My last mile, one of which, like, the last of which isn't even that fast, was like, it was like 6:0. It was like in the 6:0s. It was almost under 6, which is actually really good for me in a 9 mile race. You know, I've had 5Ks where I've blown up and I couldn't even close that fast. So mile 5, I think it was, or it was like, maybe it was like a little after 4. Yeah, I think it was on the big descent. My shoe started to get really loose, and I was like, "Oh, that's not good. That's really not good." But it got to the point where on the next downhill, it was pretty much coming off. Like, if I didn't address it, it was coming off one way or another, or I would just have to slow down, and I didn't want to do that. So I addressed it. I pretty much stopped, tucked my laces in, and then like pulled them to try and like mitigate the problem. And I thought maybe that would work, but that didn't work at all. So eventually I had to stop again and tie my shoes properly. Didn't have issues for the rest of the race, thankfully, but I think I lost. I'll do the exact math. I'm pretty sure it was like, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to do the exact math, but it was like 30 seconds. So that kind of sucked. And I lost contact with this one girl I was running with the whole time. Anyways, kind of want to talk about the season, what I did right, what I did wrong, or more or less what went right and what went wrong too. Because like, I feel like some of the things that happened were just out of my control to an extent. Like, I still don't really understand why it took me so long to get in shape. But anyways, let's kind of start with that. So I started training in like June or like late May. So I started pretty early for like a fall season buildup, or maybe like on par with like what some athletes will do. It took me like forever to get in good shape. Like, you know, I was hitting workouts where I was doing like 10 by K, and like it would feel like, you know, hard but not too hard. Yeah, and I wasn't redlining at all. Like, I thought I was in 17 shape from like August onwards, but for some reason, like, I just raced and it just didn't happen. One thing I did notice was that after I had that 5K race on the track, my heart rate instantaneously dropped. Like, it was like, it was really weird. It was like all of a sudden I was able to train like how I've been wanting to train for months now. I don't know if that like sent a shock to my system or something, having like having a few more 5Ks in my system. But I mean, the whole taper into diamonds, I felt pretty good. My suspicion is that I just didn't race enough. Not even physically, but I think psychologically, I still have not put myself in a situation to be able to race efficiently or consistently. Because I feel like last year I was too scared to race often. The year before I was too scared to race often because I didn't feel like I was in good enough shape. So I feel like this year I actually put myself in a position to where I raced like 5 or 6 times. I think it was 6. And I'm hoping for this track buildup, I'm going to try and do a few winter meets to really get the system going. A few miles, maybe an indoor 5K. I have no idea. I hate the 3K. Like, I'd rather do a 5K on the indoor track, as psychotic as that sounds. I wish I had this type of fitness to work with in like late September, early October, because then I feel like I really could have gotten fit. Like, I truly think I could have. I still think I can run like 53, 54 at Diamonds. But whatever I felt this month in November, I need to be feeling that a lot earlier, so that way I can get a lot more work in. It's basically what I'm saying. Because I know that's not my peak fitness. I know for a fact. Like, I ran like 1656 for a 5K almost 10 years ago, or like 8 years ago, off of like 45 miles a week, suboptimal training, doing like 7-10 pace runs. So I know for a fact I can get in like ridiculously good shape with just one good build that just goes smoothly. And I feel like I can really just destroy my PRs from college. And I think this will be the build as long as I stay uninjured. I know it's there. I really truly know it's there. I'm confident it's there. I just need it to happen. I know I've said this before, maybe I haven't, but I've said it to other people. I do feel like I was still teaching my body to run again ever since my surgery. I still think that fucked me up way harder than it should have. Like, I was able to run after 6 weeks, like post-operation, but the amount of time it took for my body to respond well enough to train hard was probably the better part of 2 years. I had to spend like 2 years being able to be like, okay, I can do 2 hard workouts a week. Like, that's how long it took to do that alone. So I think we're now in a position, granted, we probably only have a few years left, because we'll be hitting the big 3-0 soon, that we can make some magic happen in the mile, in the 5K, and who knows? I mean, maybe, I don't know if I'll do a track 10K. I don't know about that one. But I would like to get that time down as well, and it will probably help my 5K drastically. But I would rather train like a miler 5K hybrid than a 5K 10K guy any day of the week. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping, but I'm happy with how things eventually went this season. I think it's a step in the right direction. And yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna be uploading, since it's just gonna be a lot of base building for the next month. I mean, maybe I'll bring the GoPro for like a long run. There is like this unique long run route that I never got to do in college that I've always wanted to do. So maybe we'll do that during our base building part. Until then, I'll see you guys around. All right, we're back at the road. So we got 8x800 today. I'm gonna put these shoes on in the meantime. I don't know how it's gonna feel. Hoping it feels fine. It's my first workout back. We're only 2 weeks into the build, which some of you might think it's pretty freaking early, which I guess I agree in a way, but like I said before, I am like looking to peak around like April-ish, as opposed to like, I don't know, like late May or June, or I mean, some people even race until like July, and I'm just not interested, honestly. It gets too hot by then, and I'm just not enjoying myself, and it's just, training just never goes well by May, at least historically. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with what we got. Like, if I see my heart rate even go above like 180, I'm probably gonna dial it back a bit. But at the same time, maybe not, because I'm obviously out of shape compared to what I was like a few weeks ago. But I'm definitely gonna make sure it doesn't feel hard. Like, that's the number one priority for today. I fucked up the auto lap. I think instead of 800 meters, I put 500 meters. Because I don't know. I think I thought I was setting it to half a mile, even though that's not 800 meters to begin with. I don't know. I think I confused myself. We are done. Oh. So it's been about 10 seconds and I feel okay, just out of shape, which is exactly how I expected this to feel by the end. So, but breathing was fine. Like aside from the headwind, I didn't feel like that uncomfortable at any point. It's just that headwind, man. You could probably hear it. Decent first session back. I don't even know the splits. They might have been all over the place, honestly, because I think I went too far on some of the reps. And then the auto lap was all scuffed. So I'll give like an idea of what my splits were for the most part, but all in all, not a bad day. Not a bad first day back. All right, 8 by K. I don't even know if this angle's gonna be good or if it'll fucking stay. Honestly, I kind of just want to get this over with. I don't know, I'm not like super feeling it today. Yeah, the legs just feel slow, especially in the back half of those. My right quad, oh my god, it's so tight for some reason. That's all she wrote. That was it was actually pretty good. I don't know. I think my max heart rate was only like 181, which is pretty good for a second workout back, and given the paces were really not far off my usual threshold workout. Oh my god, I have so much spit. I could barely talk properly. But yeah, let's get cooling down. Oh, I don't want to lift. I say this like every time. I'm just not in the mood to be lifting. All right, we're gonna cool down, get a lift in, and then, yeah. All right, maybe we're going against our word. Dude, I'm so hungry though. Like, is it even my fault? I'm so freaking hungry, dude. I can absolutely devour some Chinese food right now. Plus, like, I'm just not feeling it. Like, I might just run short tomorrow, like do 4 or 5. And if it's not snowy, I'm just gonna I'll head up and lift, but like not today. Today is not the day, unfortunately.